Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of Darksiders 3. We have one final deadly sin to kill. And I am somewhat worried about our ability to kill her because it was occurring to me in sort of doing the math between episodes that I have spent a large amount of currency on upgrading Fury's armor sets for comparatively minor buffs to specific weapons, when what I probably should have been doing is investing that same currency into improving her armor and buying more upgrade materials and so forth. I guess I've just sort of felt... I didn't feel like I was that far into the game. I've really been enjoying this, and the idea that we are near the end. So here's the thing. My prediction is that killing Pride, who is our last deadly sin that I can think of, I don't think that's going to be the end of the game. I don't know what the end of the game is going to be, but I really don't think that at the end of killing Pride, the Charred Council is going to say, well, good work. You have earned your prize. What on earth was that? Sorry, let me jump up there because that seemed odd. Anything? No. I heard flapping. I looked up there. I'm not familiar with those specific bugs. The glowing green bug in particular caught my eye. So, in any event, that thought sort of went to... I'm concerned that there might be one or more episodes that's sort of grinding for currency, and I am not particularly inclined in trying to do those on stream. So as people file in, we might sort of take a general temperature for that idea. But one possibility is that there might be some gameplay off stream to save up some more currency and get some upgrades, upgrade parts and so forth. None of that has happened just yet. Usually the theme of this channel is that we want to make sure that we show off games for what they are. And also, in this case, maybe a little bit of what not to do. Don't spend all your currency on upgrading how your character looks as opposed to how she plays. I know that the skull didn't point this way, but I was wondering what was up here. And at the moment, it seems like some... eggs with nothing in them. Okay. And also now the skull is pointing this way, give or take. No, that is clearly not correct. Whoa! Almost walked straight off the edge there. Okay, that just leads back up there, it looks like. And I kind of feel like what I want to do is get over there. It's also possible that we'll walk into Fury and she'll be the biggest cakewalk since Envy. Sorry, not Fury, Pride. So I am not going to stress out too much about it. Turns out in the year 2020, there's plenty of other things to stress out about than your video game upgrades. I will say this. One thing that I am slightly stressed out about is that it has just been brought to my attention recently that there is a Steelbook upgrade edition of Persona 5 Royal, and I want to make absolutely sure that we get that. We have the Steelbook edition of the original release of Persona 5. That game is awesome. We've actually had a couple people asking if we intend to play it on stream if, and this is a big if, they have relaxed the streaming limitations on it. First of all, I doubt that they have. Atlas does not seem to appreciate streamers very much, and I can understand why. Then again, you know, it's at least possible, since it is a re-release of a game, that they might want to allow people to see the changes and get invested in it. However, even if it is available for us to stream... Okay, I clearly need to get over there. Even if Persona 5 The Royal is available for us to stream, I kind of don't think that we will. I mean, you know, never say never, and I am notoriously bad at accurately predicting anything that happens on the channel ever. But my first thought about it is the Persona 5, just as it is, just as a game, as the original release is what I'm thinking of, was well over 100 hours, and I loved it. But boy, that is a deep dive into a game that probably about 80% of it I've already seen. I'd be able to play it without any sort of spoilers, you know, real easy. So it would make a fun journey for people who aren't familiar with it. But because it would be lacking that sense of discovery for me, I'm a little bit worried that it wouldn't play as well as doing a different, you know, 100-hour game that I could discover in real time. So anyway, topic of thought, but I think that we will probably focus on things that I've never seen before. I feel like our best content is either stuff that I know well enough that I feel competent to show it off to others, or things that I don't know at all, like this game. Like, hey, let's just figure out what this is about. I am trying to figure out the skull is not being... Gonna say not being particularly clear on what it wants, but it turns out that if you just sort of... Wow, that led us right here. Boy, and absolutely no... Like very few souls picked up along the way. Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to...
Good eating.
So, if I lose souls in there, I won't be able to get them back. So if we're going to invest the souls in something, it might as well be here. That said, I think that I would really like to start investing souls, rather, in some of these fragments and slivers. That's actually a good point, because I do have enough for a sliver. Do I need a sliver? So, we're going to use a serpent hole to get back to Maker's End and find out there whether or not we need to, or whether or not we have a use for those. And I think that we do, by the way. Yeah, I guess he finished his chipping at stonework over there.
What do you need?
Okay, do any of these need slivers of adamantine? Yeah, right there. We got a couple, in fact. So if I'm going to invest souls in something right now, let's try to pick up some slivers, because I'm not sure that there's that many left to pick up in the world. And everyone that we can purchase puts us a little bit closer to upgrading one of our primary weapons. So...
What would you ask of this humble merchant?
Wait. Yep. No, that's a good point. How many lurcher clusters do we have to trade in? Why? Is it none? Is that the answer? Because they're not consumables. Ingredients. Yeah, just the one. Just the one that I just got. Okay. Well, then that's the way that goes.
Good eating.
Okay, show me your wares. Let's, for the time being, pick up a sliver of adamantine, and I'm going to break that lurcher cluster as well. We're going to get a second one. Go over here. Now, you might notice again, because this is something Brave picked up on, hey, I've got these 4 points. Every one of those is an attribute point, but every one I use raises the cost of the next attribute point by that much. So it seems sensible to hold on to them until I've sort of gotten as many soul-based purchased upgrades as I can possibly afford. Let's go here, and one more sliver. Now, I think we need 4 to do an upgrade, so that's not enough to accomplish anything just yet. Okay, let's go see... Oh yeah, I'm gonna feed the rest of these souls.
As you wish. Please take your time.
Let's go see what Pride is all about. Because for all I know, there's going to be a whole level inside this church that we can use to farm for souls, or it might be instant death. Also, the skull is not pointing into this rift. That's weird. Okay. I'm gonna follow the skull. I thought Pride was next, and that she was hiding out inside that church. Whoops. Anything else in here? This particular environment, just this dilapidated convenience store, for some reason really evokes XCOM 2 for me. I'm halfway tempted to use that Nephilim thing. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna use it now. Figures, smoke him if you got him at this point, right? Whoops. Oh, that's bad. Okay, well. Off-screen hit indicators. So, just out of curiosity, why would anyone want to turn off their off-screen hit indicators? How else are you going to know if you've got the camera turned the wrong way and somebody's coming up behind? Maybe some people like that for realism or whatnot. I prefer to think that Fury has been at, on the job long enough that she has a good sense of when someone's coming up behind her. Because I certainly don't. Now, last time I smashed this one specifically open, yeah, it had a few souls in it. So, that is good for, I didn't look to see exactly, but almost 100 souls, maybe exactly 100 souls. Yep, that I don't need to break open again. I was looking at the pustule on the wall. Oh boy. Now that hammer is still super satisfying to use. Okay, didn't... Oh, human. I bet there's a human in here.
Save me.
I'm willing to bet that there is an achievement for saving all the humans in the game. I'm further willing to bet that I am not going to get that achievement. I know my strengths and I know my weaknesses, and finding all of anything falls into the second category. Ooh. Oh, I forgot that I'm up to 5. So I used a heal there somewhat preemptively because I thought that the one that was released would, like, recharge me to full without realizing that that was not full. Okay, but, hey, important, I can now afford... no, I don't know why you're here, Bug. You get out of here. I can afford 2 more upgrade shards, so let's get those right away. Wait. No, don't sell. My God. Yeah, not quite enough for that. Okay, let's get 2 of these, and then we'll be able to do an upgrade.
A wise decision, as you wish.
Serpent holes, back to Maker's Forge. Yeah, to recap, I believe that I spent about 20,000 souls on Fury's Flame Armor, followed by 30,000 souls on her Storm Armor. I might be off by a character or so, but in retrospect, I feel like that was a lot. I feel like that was a lot of cash. Upgrade weapon. So now we have a choice between these 2, and I think of the 2, Mallet of Scorn is probably the better choice. Yeah, and the upgrade, that's 6 points of damage. This one here is 14. So next time we need 6 to do that one, and 4 here. If I could get a fragment or a piece, I could do some upgrades as well. Oh, geez. Yep, and then there's the Edge of Scorn, which hasn't been upgraded at all.
All right.
Right, let's also just take a peek in here. Now, here's another reason why I don't think that I'm so close to the end. Essence of a Chosen. We've never even seen one of those. So that's why I haven't been too worried about collecting 12 angelic artifacts. Same here, Essence of a Chosen. I hope the Essence of a Chosen is not something that is restricted to... Do I want this? Sure.
I didn't think it was possible, but now you're even deadlier.
The end of that sentence was, I hope that Essence of a Chosen is something that is locked to the DLC content, because as of, I think it was just the last episode, Braith, one of our viewers, had mentioned that there is DLC for this game, including something that is a story content. And I took a look on it, and I think at this hour we are unlikely to go ahead and do the story DLC for this game. I really enjoy it. I've had a very, very good time with it, but based on the reviews and the fact that I guess it unlocks some additional weapons, it seems like maybe it'd be fun to do in a New Game Plus, or maybe in preparation for New Game Plus mode. It seemed like it would tack on a bunch of more what's the phrase I was thinking of? Just some, a few more puzzles and a few more fights in quest for some weapons and such that I wouldn't be able to afford to upgrade anyway. Hey, Hiseo, how you doing? I hope you're having a great... Oh gosh, what is today even? Tuesday? God, this week already feels like it's been so long. I have really been enjoying your Dead Cells playthrough. So, we are members of the Sunny Panda community, as is Mia, as is Hiseo, and he has been playing a variety of different games lately. Boy, I'm really getting shellacked by this guy. Dead Cells is a game rather like this in that I don't think that I'd be very good at it, but I really like the style of that game. And when you watch people who are very good, there's just this infinite flurry of activity. There's so much happening that you wonder to yourself how anyone could play that if they weren't on speed or mushrooms. Like, how can the human body comprehend all of the things that are happening on this screen? But it is very fun to watch. All right. I feel like if I attack this guy, somebody else is going to get involved, because I hear still snarling, and I don't know where it's coming from. Ow. I also saw that, so I was lurking in Tashir's channel earlier. Rather, looking at Patikin's channel. Okay, boy, this guy is... Hold on a second. I want to express concern for a friend, and it's difficult to do in this particular environment. I have not avoided a single hit from this guy. Okay, I was watching Patikin's stream, and I saw Tashir post that he was not feeling well. As of this recording here on March 10th, 2020, illness is a big topic on the news and so forth, so I can only say that I hope that it's just a headache. I hope that he is feeling better soon. And hopefully this will not impact Tashir's plans to begin playing the 2016 version of Doom. Why is that not popping? There we go. Picked up 800 souls, but I'm not sure that I want to run back to a Volgrim. Let's continue heading towards our Red Skull. Do I want to go up there for any reason? Possibly. Hold on. I'm not going to wander too far down this track because I feel like I might have explored part of it before. What? Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna get killed by these weird fish monsters. Okay, I have either not been here or when I was here, did not do an adequate job of picking up after myself. So let's get this. Okay, demonic artifact. It's worth a couple thousand souls on the free market. Yeah, at this particular moment in American history, if anybody expresses any sort of physical malady, it is hard to avoid the concern that they are coming down with something rather severe. So, hope it all works out, and we will see Tashir streaming tomorrow for his planned June 2016 stream, and that would be happening at twitch.tv/Tashir Games. That's TASHERRE Games. On a similar note, I've talked about Haseo, but I didn't actually spell it out for people. It is HASEORYU, Haseo Ryu. I had a really good time watching his Dragon Quest streams as well. Talked about it, I think, in our previous series, but those Dragon Quest games, they're just so bright and colorful. There was a sale recently on Dragon Quest Builders 2 on Steam, and here on this end of the mic, we have one copy on the Switch, which was quickly deemed to be unplayable based on the amount of effort that my producer was making into overloading the game engine. And then on PlayStation 4, and God help us if we don't want to get it on...
Take your time.
On the PC as well, so we can really max it out. So, I think I still want to invest in slivers.
Wise as you wish. Farewell for now.
I can't wait to see who this skull is leading me towards. The fact that the skull is red would just naturally make me think that it's Wrath, because I don't feel like I don't feel like Fury collected Wrath was the trouble. We fought Wrath, we defeated Wrath, we stabbed him right in his stupid face, but Fury herself was disabled in the fight, and I've always sort of wondered if there was going to be a scene where she has to go pick up her after herself on that one. If there's anything back here, or more specifically, I feel like I got it earlier. Oh, the skull just can't... Oh, that's right. It's this, No, it's not pointing towards the gap. Where are you pointing me, Red Skull? Over here or so.
Taste the sting of my whip.
Oh, gosh. Boy, the last one of those kicked the crap out of me. That one handled no problem. I don't know why that's not locking on, but it shatters just the same. Oh gosh, now I'm getting my Twitter feeds mixed up. I cannot remember if it was Haseo or Rickety Artist was talking about the pressures of work lately and not being able to stream near as much as they want.
What is this?
And I certainly know that. Okay, we got another 800... souls, so that's an opportunity to go do an upgrade. I feel like Maker's End is right at the top of that elevator, so it's hard not to feel at some points like the Red Skull is led around in one great big circle, but oh, that's right, there's lots of guys down here. Let's yeah, so if there was, and I do stress if there was going to be an or a lot of grinding that would happen off camera, Okay, let me start that sentence again. If there was going to be a lot of grinding, the issue is it would be this, like, sort of wandering through areas, remembering where there's clumps of enemies, killing them, and then spending the souls to get Fury upgraded. In the event that I can think of a lot of interesting topics to cover during that time, I'm certainly open to that. And, by the way, there have been people who contact the stream either through PM or have said in chat, no, show everything. Like, we want to see the whole game. Don't do anything. I think Watch Dogs 2 was a major source of that. I remember people in that stream, like, they didn't want anything to happen off camera. They wanted to be able to see the whole thing. A request which I did not honor, by the way, because so much of it was simply driving around. And just getting from, you know, do people really want to see the parts of oh gosh, my language is leaving me all of a sudden. Do people really want to see the elements of Watch Dogs 2 that's basically an environmental puzzle to get up on top of this building and paint some graffiti with, I forget her name, Vector or whatever her name was?
Ask of this humble nerd? Take your time.
Well, what I would ask is another sliver of adamantium, and the balance, the balance we're going to invest in there. See, the next upgrade is 12,000, and that does feel a little bit outside our price range. Okay, well, I have a prediction on what I'm supposed to hit this with. Anything else in here that I want to check out? Haven't really looked on top of the water too much. Also, by the way, putting some thought into the... If I had this stream to start again, yeah, like travel back in time...
The sky.
Another vacation spot?
There is something familiar about this place. One of the Sins is nearby. He and I have unfinished business.
Wrath is here?
Not for long.
Alright, it is Wrath.
Stick to mining!
Marginally concerned that I shouldn't be murdering these guys who mostly appear interested in just doing their job. Oh boy. Okay, and so many healing items left unused. Before we got interrupted by the Watcher, the end of that thought was going to be, I'm not sure that I would play this on hard again. Not because I'm not enjoying it, but because in terms of, like, a stream as sort of an adventure that people can follow along with, there's a lot of excitement when I'm able to beat a combat encounter that has been really, really challenging. But it also greatly slows down the pace of progress. Okay, that guy hits real hard. Okay, that one went a lot better. Possibly by use of the aforementioned, healing items. That monster dropped no souls. I would have left him to chip away at his wall for eternity if I didn't realize that, or if I had realized that he had nothing for me to collect. Okay. Well, I see a path forward over here. I am surprised at how little of this game was spoiled. Like, I always make an effort not to see too much of a game, but I had no idea that Fury had different hairstyles and that they were tied to different powers and all this sort of stuff. Okay, that really looks like a swingy thing. All right, let's go get this big clump of souls. Oh. All right, Giant Clump had 7,000-ish souls, maybe about 6 grand. I am tempted to go bank those right away. Yeah, let's go do that now, and I think we're going to continue to focus on weapon upgrades for the time being. Although, now that I think this is an entire zone, I honestly thought this was going to be a straight shot to Pride. I wasn't really expecting an additional whole level, so...
Greetings.
I think I'm going to reroute, and we're going to invest in getting most of our next level.
Farewell for now.
So I'm at that point right at the moment where I'm not sure if that thunder was in the game or in the real world. Games have gotten very, very good, or maybe it's just a really good set of headphones, but some of those thunder sounds are indistinguishable from the real thing. Okay, so why is there a second one up there? Is there a reason I'd ever want to rotate it again? Unclear so far. Alright, it really wants me to know that I can freeze objects at range. I don't see anything to do that with in here, but just out of curiosity, now that we've reached the other side of this, it just... I want to see if it comes to a rest at some other location. Something that I would care about reaching. I mean, I might be able to reach that. Hold down X. Okay, but this doesn't actually get me anywhere. I thought maybe there'd be like a secret passage if you thought to rotate it back. No such luck. Interesting decision to have it rotate twice. But I don't see anything that those gears are doing. Seems like a particularly elaborate animation for just getting over to the other side. Things like that, like, set off my what am I missing detector. All right. Okay, so I can stop the... Okay, now do I just float across, or what's my... Oh, I feel like my souls went down there. Oh, well. Nothing to be done for it now. Ooh. Excuse me, I hit that head on. Oh! So, that is the first time in several episodes that the controller went dead, and I am inclined to plug it in, because I do not want to lose that in the middle of a... Yeah, I think you're right. Sorry, everybody. Hold on just 1 second. We're going to plug the controller in. It might cause some PC-ness on the speakers, but let's take care of that because, boy, would it be frustrating for it to drop dead in the middle of something important. Hold on just 1 second. Okay. Some games pause when they lose controller support. This one will just kill you dead. It is your fault, dummy. I swear to God, I'm trying to heal, and not doing it successfully. Boy, in the last episode, I want to say it was the last episode, Papalatko has put out a video that is a walkthrough. It's sort of a list of tips and tricks for Breath Edge, and I was sort of talking about all the things that I think it does super well and how much effort that she put into it. And after, like at the end, I said one thing that'd be helpful is to just note the version number because Breath Edge is still in early access, and it can be helpful for people who watch it in the future to be able to know like which version of the game so that they have a sense on how much might have changed. And then after the stream, I was talking about it with my producer, and we thought of one other thing that would be like something to keep in mind for future content of that kind. And boy, it's not coming to mind right now. Whoa! Okay, I honestly thought these guys were mostly docile. Do you have any memory of what... No, gosh, I can't. Because, like, well, one of the things that I liked about it that I didn't call out was the fact that all of the dialogue, all of her voiceover was recorded separately. Oh, I think that was it. I don't think it was a recommendation. I think it was just recognition. She recorded, and you can tell by, like, watching it, she recorded all of her voiceover work separately, and it's so good. Like, she's just so natural with it. Her and Mia, like, I would really support Mia doing that same kind of content just because... Mia, as I've learned, similar to Papalatko, is very, very good at sounding like she's not working from a script, like she's just talking off the cuff. And I had recommended to her to like pursue voice acting work, and because she was sort of doing it on behalf of a company. I was like, but you could do like acting if you chose to, but it turns out very, very labor intensive and very difficult to do when you're just trying to get any sort of recognition or anything like that. Probably just run along the spines, yeah? Oh, whoops. Whoa, whoa! It drained my health bar. Oh, the game did not like me. I thought it crashed there for a second. The game did not like me standing on those grinding gears at the moment that they unfroze. So, new tactic for next time. Nope. Boy, the guy that makes copies of himself, he's got to be a great boss, because he really can be in two places at once. So I'm noticing, or at least I think I'm noticing, that only the original drops souls, so you can't just farm that guy forever. Makes sense. Hey, Brave, how you doing? So, talking earlier in this episode about my concern that I've spent too many souls on dressing Fury up in cool armor colors, and not as many as I might have needed to upgrade her weapon. So, feature for this stream so far has been buying some of the weapon upgrades. I was going to hammer that guy to death. Buying some of the weapon upgrades that... the crafting materials, rather, to do the weapon upgrades that I'm starting to feel might be a good idea. Okay, last time this went real bad, so I'm going to wait a moment until we get like a big... Nope. No! Go higher! Oh! So, Brave, I don't think you were here yet. The first time I went to jump across that, no problem at all. Straight across, no worries. That is now the second or third time that I failed to do the same thing. So, hopefully the grinding gears boss is not the thing that brings this particular episode to its knees. Okay. Maybe it'll just be random mooks.
Stick to mining.
Brave believes in me. Yeah, well, I suspect we'll be okay in the long term. I'm just embarrassed that random grinding gears guy is what... Or grinding gears, they're not even a guy. It's just borderline inanimate objects that are... I'm basically getting killed by a water wheel. Okay. Water wheels can be the death of a lot of game streams, I feel like. I remember Mia's playthrough of Outlast 2 came to something of a screeching halt in one particular water wheel incident. Water wheel puzzle, I guess I should say. I'm not inclined to use that healing item just yet. Okay. I feel like this is our time. Okay, that feels like too far to go. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to stop the gears. We're going to float across. It's going to be fine. That's not floaty power. Get up there. Okay. I accept no blame for that. She was a solid 4 feet above the gear. I'm actually not super upset because I'm getting lots of experience points, but I think smarter, more controlled jumps across that gap is the thing that I need to do. Okay. Gotta be quick is what Braith says. Yeah, I think I'm pausing too long, or maybe I shouldn't use the float ability, because I can't float to the other side, so I'm just slowing down the descent unnecessarily. Nope. Yeah, on the plus side, this is replacing the idea of doing an all grinding episode. Okay. So, the falling blocks don't help at all, right? So I think I'm gonna freeze that, and then freeze those. Okay, and just run across. Just run, 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 run. Yeah. So I'm just making it way too complicated. Trying to do lots of fancy jumps and floats. No, just run. Just run like a human would. So the hammer knocks these guys on their backs, I see. It's basically a Super Mario hammer, and I really like it. All right, well, that guy's not having his best day. Nope, no, I'm not dying to this asshole. Heal, I swear to God. There we go. Okay, wait. Is there anything else up here? I don't see anything above. Yes, please. Thank you for the healing. I feel like more than the regular dialogue, the actor who plays Fury really nailed the combat sounds. And when you think about somebody just standing in a oh boy, in a recording studio, God. I just could not dodge out of the way. That was, oh, disappointing. I wonder if they ever let voice actors like get on a treadmill or anything just to sort of get themselves amped up. It seems to be very difficult to do some of these exertion sounds cold. Just yeah, you're right. I should have done a Wrath ability, not Wrath ability, Fury ability. Oh man, I take care of one. He summons another. There we go. So, Brafe, if you're sort of present and listening, just sort of an idle curiosity, when you played, did you focus on mostly upgrading one of the weapons, or did you spread your upgrade points around to like whatever you could afford at the time, which has sort of been my strategy? I usually like to have all of my options available if I can. Okay, we're not gonna have any trouble with the grinding gears anymore. We figured this out. They no longer pose an issue. Run, 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 run! Jump! 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 Oh! Okay. Maybe I'll switch to fire mode and then I can do the rocket jump up, because play the tape back. Play that tape back. I had that jump. So Brave is saying that he did focus on one or two until they were maxed out. There's some games where I will get really dedicated to min-maxing. Knights of the Old Republic 2 is a game that really stands out in my memory as being a game that I looked at when I started playing. I realized relatively early on, like, oh, I think that if I stack things in this particular way, I'm going to make a very, very powerful character. And proceeded to create a character in Knights of the Old Republic 2 who was, like, statistically unable to be damaged. Which was a little bit overboard. But most games, I tend to avoid min-maxing too much, only because I'm always concerned that I don't understand the game systems as well as I think I might. And as a result, I don't want to wind up putting all my eggs into a basket with very many holes. So that's what leads me to do things like spread all my points evenly among different things. So my Brave is asking what type of crafting material am I on. The highest tier stuff is on pieces of adamantine, which I cannot currently purchase. I don't know if they will unlock by dint of level. Like, here's another question. This is more like this is the sort of thing that I don't think could qualify as a spoiler, because it's more like, how does the game work? What dictates... Hold on a second, because clearly I need to focus on this. What? No! Okay, a little bit smarter this time. Rocket jump. Much better. What dictates sort of when Vulgrim gets new items in stock? Is that tied to your player level? I would assume it's progression in the game, but every once in a while Vulgrim like decides that he sells like a new tier of adamantine stuff, and if there's something I should be doing to unlock that, I haven't... figured it out. Hold on a second. Rafe has probably answered the question, and I can't see it because I'm too busy fighting dumb crabs. So I think, understandably squeamish about going near those gears if I don't absolutely have to. Okay, Brave is confirming it's mostly progression in the game. That's good. I wanted to make sure that it wasn't like, oh, because I didn't dump enough points into... like upgrading Fury, which is true. Oh my gosh. And the sad thing is, I can't remember how many times I've made this point, rather. This is all good for me. Like, A, it's good practice for it, but B, I'm getting a lot of souls out of fighting these guys, which is why I'm not running past them. I'm gonna walk out of here with about 20,000 souls just from fighting these random miners. My trouble is that anytime I see, like, something fly up out of them, I think that indicates that they're dead. And no, it's just the extra wrap from the enhancement on this weapon. Brave's asking if I've looked into the DLC. Yes, so I saw that what you were talking about. I don't know why I had no idea there was DLC for this game. So as Brave says, there are two separate pieces of DLC. One is sort of arena-based combat, and one, which has very good reviews, I'll add, has apparently 4 separate sections. The feedback says that the sections are not completely interchangeable, but very samey from one to the next, but that you unlock some neat weapons. I saw some interesting feedback from people. A, you unlock new weapons, which they really, really like. And B, because of how late in the game the DLC unlocks, it's very unlikely that you'll get a lot of use out of the weapons because they won't be as upgraded as the others. Jump. Okay. So at the moment, it is undecided if we'll be investing in that particular DLC. But my initial thought is probably not. I feel like I'm getting my Darksiders 3 fill with Darksiders 3. But that said, if that DLC happens to go on sale before we're done, that might rewrite things. Brave's saying that it came out a little late, but was intended to be played as part of the game. Am I, like, when the DLC is added, at what point in the adventure, because I feel like we're relatively late now, at what point in the adventure does that become accessible to the player to do? Is it from an early point, or is it like, oh, because the sense that I got, and maybe I have read the reviews wrong, it felt like people were saying that you couldn't engage with the material until you were fairly far into your adventure. Boy, I suddenly feel real bad about using up my Fury ability on those guys. Just really tired of that specific team knocking me out. Brave is saying it starts at Fire Hollow, which is very early. Interesting. Yeah, so unfortunately that makes it all the more likely that I will not engage with it here, because I kind of feel like I missed the chance to do it when it should have been done in the story. It feels like something that I'd want to do it during a replay. So I'd like to point out that I still have half a bar of health because he killed me while it was healing. It's wings of a dungeon, he's clarifying in terms of like what the structure is. Okay, I don't know how many times I have to push up on the D-pad, but more than I've done. Oh, they do get more than 2. I thought he could only make 1 copy. Yeah, maybe the next one will be the one that gets me. Previously, the last boss of the DLC would be, it sounds very frustrating. So that takes me back to a comment that I started to make earlier, and then I think we hit a dialogue point. Oh no, I did talk about it. Just the fact that I'm not sure that if I had... If I had the decision to make over again, I think I probably would have played this on normal instead of hard. Only because, like, I got a huge amount of satisfaction out of beating Lust and then out of beating Gluttony because they were so challenging. And when we finally made it through, it's like, oh, like that felt really... Hold on a second. Let me figure out my buttons here. It felt like really, really gratifying to have made it through. But to subject people to 90 minutes to 2 hours of fighting the same boss over and over again and sort of feeling the same frustrations, I'm not sure that it's great streaming. But then again, I mean, like, as I say that, the other aspect to it is, like, people watch people play Sekiro. I can't not believe I cannot heal. I swear to Christ. It's the... This is one of the few games that I've ever played that I'd want to have like a camera on the controller, because I'm concerned that people are like, why isn't he just pushing up? Just push up on the D-pad. You've got like 4 healing items. And the thing is, Fury, this doesn't necessarily communicate if you haven't played it. At least in the combat mode that I'm playing, Fury can be doing nothing else when you heal. Like, sometimes it feels like she can't even be walking, and you've got to be completely still for about 0.5 seconds. And it doesn't sound like a long time, but if she gets interrupted by anything, including an alternate button push, oh my god. Oh, that one was just not going to go my way. Yeah, Dark Souls streamers, they love watching people, like, beat their head against something until they win. I think maybe the detail that I'm missing is a death counter. Somebody, and it might have been Haseo. I don't remember if it was Haseo or Rickety now again. had a death counter on, and Mia, I think it might have been the first one that she and Chivalry had seen, and they were like so enthused about that she wants to add one to her own channel. Probably not for Graveyard Keeper, because I think she'd be at 1, but for things like Outlast. Oh, God. All of the damage all at once. Okay, everyone is in fact dead. That's good to hear. Let me read that verbatim. Brave says it's living vicariously through the streamer to experience it again, and that it's fun. That's good. Hopefully one thing, if I haven't said it enough or at all, I would like to stress that, you know, there's some chicanery there with those grinding gears where they kill me when I'm anywhere near them, and that's a little bit off. But overwhelmingly, this game does feel fair. Like, I don't, except for this episode and those gears, I cannot think of any examples where I felt like I just got done dirty by the game. Okay. Run, run. No, what the hell? Ugh! Okay. I know exactly what happened, by the way. A block fell on me, and I couldn't get past it, but boy, was that not how I wanted to die. Actually, hammered for these guys. Oh, for a second I thought I knocked the other one straight out of the ground. I was going to be really happy about that. Something about this area that's really breaking the AI and some of the miners. Either that or they're just terrified. I mean, I would be. Okay. I know there's some bad news through this door, but maybe we can mitigate it a little bit? Encounter. Oh, he's not dead. Okay, I'm gonna try to save the wrath power for the next room where there's a lot more guys. Yeah, I personally find it wearying if I'm watching somebody play a game, particularly a game that I like, if they are complaining that it's not fair or whatever, because most modern games are pretty well designed, pretty well play tested. Oh, why is there a sand shrew here as well? Nope. I was really trying, like, okay, if I can do the ground pound and knock one guy away, maybe I can get at the others. Oh, maybe if I can freeze them, I can slow them down enough. But no, that guy just had my number. He had Fury completely dialed in. Yeah, I should have done Havoc. That is a good call. This is, by the way, this is how I played Darksiders 1 and 2. I never use Havoc mode, and it's not a point of pride. It's not a point of strategy. It is that it generally just does not occur to me. There's nothing but attack animations. It's all of the attack animations. Ugh. I don't even think that guy has particularly challenging, like, timings. I just can't get them. Oh no! Oh no! I just read Braith's statement. Remember that comment? Remember that statement about the game not doing you dirty? Really hold on to it. Oh gosh. Those are some ominous words. Okay, this makes me nervous every time now. All right, I really tried to switch to plane mode there to do the rocket jump, but whatever, made it through. Can I get this guy without the two sand shrews coming in, do you think? Okay. Oh, don't be between them. Okay, once again, I'm going to try to get these guys out separately, because minor plus sand shrew is surprisingly difficult. Or sometimes not difficult at all. Okay, so, mental note, Havoc mode, left button, right trigger, this might be the time to use it. Or maybe what I needed was just a little bit of hurricane power. That right there was probably the best use that I've ever put that hurricane power to. Because usually I use it against, like, one guy, and it's just all the... Okay, I'm worried that I'm in danger of breaking the game by trying too hard to get up there. So, we've got to switch up there. Grab whatever this is. Okay, this is not actually deep water. Alright, just like an oil slick. So for all that, like, remember how I said it was good for me? I'm up to 5,000 souls. Like, that's a full level or so. So for all of that... Oh, it is oil! Oh, that's so cool! I'm just watching to see if it goes out, but no. And now, okay, yeah, because she's immune to damage in fire mode. Okay. That was a very neat way to communicate that to the player by having that explode. Okay, so it looks like I can swing across here, although I don't know what I would do there. And that is the only way to go. Stay in fire mode as long as they're... Okay, so it wants me to freeze things at range, but why would I want to do that? Kind of curious if I can put the fire out. Nope, too far. So, what is it? Oh, okay, to make it spin, and then I get over there. That's what it's trying to communicate. So I want to go here, do that, switch to ice mode. I did that, like, 60% correct. Oh, and now I have to do a lot of rotating. Okay, let's see. Well, actually, I think it's just going to stop on its own in the right position, yeah? Okay, so let's try it again. I feel very strongly that I'm on the right track with this. That's probably too far! It's too far. Okay, getting the timing on that might be a second. Also, why am I not moving? Okay, step one. Just gonna wait this out. Actually, let me switch to fire mode just in case I fall in the lake, which may or may not be on fire at this point. Okay, that looks real good. Perfect. Now get this. Now, is there anything for me to actually swing to across there? I don't see anything. That would just be falling. So, let's stick to what we can see is useful. Looks like I could probably go down there, but let's hit this first. Is that good? Okay, I opened a gate down there. Oh, part of me wants to go over here, though. Oh, it's a shortcut. It's a shortcut. That's what it is. If I jump down here, then I can just walk through here next time. Got it. Okay. I'm not missing anything. Do we think there's anything under the water? No. Nope. What do you think the demons are doing with all the stone that they're chipping away? Like, what's the point? What are they... Uh-oh. Wow. I don't know how many lives I had, but apparently not enough. That's okay. Unlike every other time, at least this time, I got that shortcut open. So I think that a lot of this I'm going to be able to... this part I gotta have to do, but... Heal. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, with the, like, it's the apocalypse, right? Like, the angels and the demons wanted to do their big war, and now they have, so what is everybody else up to? Like, isn't this the end of creation? Maybe they're up to something. Maybe that's the big reveal. He was standing slightly too high. Yeah, there's something about the geometry in this level that seems to be really messing up the AI in certain circumstances. Oh, we got him unstuck. We're just trying to get enough distance so that I feel comfortable using a heal. I really don't want to get hit by his very, very slow attacks, but somehow just an absolute magnet for that. Okay, I gotta say, tornado power worked out real well last time. Let's see what we can do to thin the herd a little bit. Sorry, let me just see how to pronounce this real quick. Emtaracina is my best guess. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this game as well. Hello to you too. We're playing on hard, or challenging, is I think how the game terms it. So if I seem to be dying more than a regular boy would, it's also because I'm bad, and I make no bones about that. But figure why not maximize our experience with Dark Souls 3? One thing that's interesting to me is that, Emtaracina, you are not the only person here who likes it. Brafe is in chat, also really enjoys the game. My sense is that this was a not particularly popular entry in the Darksiders franchise, and having played a significant percentage of it now, I have no idea why. It seems great. Whoa! Sorry, stop to look at chat. Jumped to the wrong direction. No, again, I think it was when I went looking for information and reviews about the DLC. Like, if you type Darksiders 3 into Google, several of the hits still, as of this point in 2020, are balanced difficulty patch released for Darksiders 3. New patch evens out the Darksiders 3 difficulty curve and so forth. So my sense is that maybe some of the negative reviews and negative reception are based on an earlier version of the game that I am not playing. Go faster than that. Oh, my old friend, insta-kill gear that is several feet beneath her heels. And Tarasina is saying that they're about to check out the isometric view one. So that, again, I feel like in the original release didn't get particularly good reviews, but I have been watching it played. I think he might have finished it, but twitch.tv/Mr. did a number of streams about Darksiders Genesis, and it is a fully featured Darksiders game, just played from a different angle. In one of the earlier episodes, we discussed it a little bit in that the isometric view to it seems particularly well suited for strafes, sort of gun-heavy combat style. I will say one thing about Darksiders Genesis, which I think is, it's one of those things that I hope they address in a patch if they can. A lot of the dialogue, and I mean a lot of it, seems to be delivered in this super echo chamber, like they just went overboard with the reverb effects, and it actually does sound, it's not good. Like, it's the one thing about it where, like, they're delivering these, like, expository dumps of information for the player, and it just comes off sounding like somebody dialed the reverb up way too much. And it does seem like something that could be addressed in a patch. They must still have those master audio files. It's like, guys, just take that down by about 50%, if not more, and make it sound, let us allow us to hear your voice acting. Oh, interesting. Brafe is mentioning that there's a Darksiders PS4 community for playing co-op in Darksiders Genesis. That sounds neat. Okay, run faster than this. Jump. no matter how many times I do this section, I still get tickled by the fact that the horseshoe crabs, or the just regular crabs, get flipped upside down by the hammer. Okay, these guys are particularly difficult to deal with and on uneven terrain. Oh, thank you very much for the follow. Yeah, the reverb thing in Genesis, it is so fixable. Like, developers, like, none of the developers are ever going to watch this, but you want to say to them, guys, just dial that down. It's a common complaint, and it should be, like, that seems like they could do that in a day 2 patch. Like, oh, this is something that people didn't like. Yeah, tornadoes for the win in this section. My goodness. But then again, I mean, I am still... I feel like I'm the only person in the world that cares that the PC port of Nier Automata was borderline unplayable. And as far as I've seen, remains so unless you get a fan patch. That's ridiculous. And I feel like anytime I bring this up, there's going to be people who say, oh, I played it on PC and it seemed fine. So let me clarify what the problem is. When it was released, the PC version of Nier Automata had some sort of rendering bug where it was rendering, like it was rendering the entire game at 4K and then scaling it down to your chosen resolution, which seems like the dumbest way you could possibly program your rendering engine. And then in the cutscenes, it was apparently drawing the entire world out to the edge of infinity. Like they forgot to turn on any sort of scaling, any sort of like frustum culling or anything like that. Oh, and Tarasina said that they could be watching this. Yeah, here's my advice to the people who made Darksiders Genesis. Fix that, please. It should be fairly easy. But yeah, so Nier Automata, and here's the thing, 'cause I'm sorry, I need to pause because this still makes me angry. There's a fan, a regular person like you and me, who fixed Nier Automata 100% on like the first day. On the first day, this person released, it's called the Nier FAR patch, F-A-R, and they fixed it. They fixed the problem. As far as I have ever seen, you still, to this day, need to download that patch to make the PC version run properly. It runs great if you do that. But the fact that you have to have a fan patch and that the company that made the game has never just, like, done that, done the thing that the fan was able to do in one day, it's ridiculous. It still makes me mad. I'm thinking Stormlance for this person. Not this time. You know something? If not now, when? Oh, the sudden camera turn was him dying. Thank God. Oh, good, good. Brafe is approving of the use of Havoc there. Okay. Yeah, my objection, just to be clear, it's not that Nier Automata released in a version, in a state that needed a patch. It's the fact that a regular player of the game identified the problem, went into an INI file or whatever, and got it fixed that quickly. And the developers just said, oh, well, I guess somebody fixed it, so it's fine. It's the lack of respect for the people who paid money for your game, and, like... I'm not saying this to make a statement. I'm simply saying it as a fact. I still, to this moment, have not played Nier Automata. We have it. And I encountered that rendering bug. I was like, why is this game running at 5 frames per second on our system? What's wrong with it? And I have the Nier Far patch. I could put it on after this, and we could play it. And I'm sure it would be fine. But the fact that the game developer treats their paying customers so badly that you have to turn to another paying customer to find a fix for their game. Good lord. And that's it. I'm not going to keep harping on that. It's just... Okay, I feel like the rest of this area is pretty well cleared. I'm keeping one eye on the clock because we are up against a little bit of a soft stop. Hopefully, pending new information, I will be playing some Killing Floor 2 with Mia, more than a Mia, Chivalry, Feecrest, and... Oh, thank God. Wow. That was a long journey to this Fulgrim. And I've got 7,000 souls, so we are going to do... We're going to do a couple things here. Let me go back, because we're trying to do some weapon upgrades on our trip through here. Brave is saying that it's critically acclaimed, but it didn't sell well. That's it. My sense is that Nier Automata did very, very well in its entirety. I don't know how well the PC version sold relative to the console version.
Ha! Welcome, horseman.
Oh.
Getting a mite crowded for all the humans you've sent my way. Let me boost that little trinket I gave you.
Okay, I remember that I'm really happy when he upgrades that, but I don't remember why, so we will find that out in just a second. Okay, I have 4 pieces of adamantine, and there's nothing I'd rather do with them, I don't think, than to upgrade the whip, but let's just take a quick look through. So my options are whip or lance. I have the lance equipped a lot, but I have the whip equipped all of the time. Also, I can finally upgrade the Edge of Scorn, so we're going to do that, I think. Or I could upgrade... No, I can't afford 2 of those. Or I don't want to afford 2 of those. I could upgrade Salvation, but I don't think that's a good expenditure. And this is a fragment. Let me go see how much a fragment is. I don't think I want to do that, but first and foremost...
Some of my best work.
Brave is wondering if maybe the developer is just like, you know, they didn't have the cash or whatever to follow through. That...
Watch your back.
Like, the thing is, the way that the license agreements, like the end-user license agreements are written these days, they could have just made the Nier Far patch the official one. Like, as far as I know, it's literally some tweaks to the INI in terms of how it processes, what the draw distance is during cutscenes or something like that. Like, you could go in and manually edit the files yourself if they are available. Like, he's not rewriting the engine. It was done immediately. So, money, like, and also, like, it was made by, wasn't it published by Square Enix? Like, I'm pretty sure Nier Automata was published by Square Enix. I think they can afford it. I think that they can shell out the 1 day worth of work to fix the thing. People don't and shouldn't come here to hear my condemnation of people who work hard, hardworking developers and stuff like that. I don't usually get animated on, like, why aren't they doing the thing that I think that they should do? This is born out of, like, this legitimately is something that should have been fixed on the first day, and they could fix it any time, and maybe it has been fixed since. I don't see people, like, here's the thing, for everything you just heard, I've never heard anyone else complain about it. I'm the only person, so maybe it's just like I'm just botched. Yeah, I was saying that it's Square. And Terracine is asking if the DLCs are available for PS4. I am not sure. I did not know that there were DLCs until Brave mentioned them. Okay, let's do this for sure.
Anything that was possible, but now.
He doesn't sell fragments. He does sell slivers. I could buy probably 6 slivers to upgrade the mallet. But I think I'd rather have a level.
Take care. And, watch your back.
Also, I'm sorry. Sorry. I didn't mean to send you back to work. Yeah, I know. You just got back to it, but
Well, Matt, all right.
I didn't check to
Let's
see if we
what
can
I
or should do
for you.
this. Nope. No. No. Nope. And no. Okay.
Interest. Take care. And, watch your back.
Okay, breaking news. Both DLC packs for Darksiders 3 are available on the PS4. And then Terracina is saying that he's having some difficulty on the Crucible, which I think is the other DLC for it, the one that's all about arena combat. And the combat in this is really good. And Terracina, I'm curious, are you playing this with the original combat system, or what they're calling like the classic combat system, which makes it a little bit more like the earlier games in the series? Because this is the original combat system.
Please take your time.
And the only thing I know is that they feel different. I guess the classic, that makes it feel more like the old games, are like it feels more responsive and you can use items without any sort of a cooldown period. But I gotta say, I've really grown attached to this way of playing it. So we've got that, and now that does not look like a place I should go. Oh, okay, that was just a secret. This is the way to go. Got it. I'm trying to draw this guy over. Maybe I can handle him without his boss getting involved. Whoops. I don't know what your horn means, buddy. Oh. Always calling friends. Okay. Oh, I don't like that shield. Oh, Christ. Okay. So when he blows his horn a second time, it seems like they get jacked up or something. Their arms start glowing, I notice.
Fight back!
Yep. Just trying to get a little bit of distance here. Oh! Okay. That's fine. Okay. We're sort of chip and shieldy down, but it's slow going so far. Okay, I'm not sure I can take another hit like that, but I'm also not... You know what? Screw it. Yeah, his shield just does not care about Stormlance. He's gonna run out of breath eventually. Like, that horn can only have so many charges. Oh, he is so almost dead. Nope. Woo! Oh, that was a really fun fight. Okay, hold on. I'm just reading through. Just give me 1 second. All right, Teresina's all hyped up. If they can get our work early enough, they're going to be playing Genesis tonight. If you do play it tonight or in the upcoming days, stop back. Let us know what you think of it. This stream doesn't have a super clear set schedule, but since you followed, I will say that we're also on Twitter, and we do customized notifications and tweets for every single episode, unless something gets messed up. But generally speaking, we try to do something fun or give some kind of indication, so you'll generally know when we're going to go live, and I am very curious to know what you are going to think of Darksiders Genesis. Genesis certainly won't be our next game, but I'm interested in the feedback of people who have previously enjoyed the franchise. Give us a sense on whether or not it is worth the time, because from what I saw of Mr. Binky, it looked like a... Okay, so... Yep, this is specifically designed not to be climbed this way. The question is to... Oh, yep, so we have to rotate that around, and then we'll be able to climb on it. The question is it going to stop, or do we have to freeze it in place? Good work. Okay. Okay, before I go, because I feel like that is the correct way. Just taking a look around. Okay, we've got a track that we can climb on, but we are too far away to reach that. Okay. Feel good about this. All right, another thing to climb over there, or we've got to swing. Well, we can always swing back if it's not where I want to be. Okay, yep, I definitely want to go over there. So, this is going to be a push and freeze thing, I think. Okay, good enough. So normally these want to be hit by a purple glaive. Why are you doing that? Oh, that one might not be active yet. So we've got a pressure plate here. I don't want to step on it just yet, because God only knows where it'll take us. Oh, and all of the bad guys are on there. So what if it's like a cable car? It'll go across? Well, let me step on this briefly.
Good thing he's over there.
Friend of yours?
I doubt it.
Rhetorical question. I know you have no friends. Though you do have enemies.
I don't think it's aiming for me, mistress.
Okay, hold on. There was another path to go, so I'm going to go back here. We'll have to rotate this one more time. By the way, in the conversation about the DLC for Darksiders 3, I did see that the, is it called the Abyssal Armor? Whatever the, like, special armor set is that could be unlocked through, like, regular gameplay in Darksiders 1 and 2, is actually part of the DLC, which I don't object to, but I thought it was interesting that at least based on the DLC description, it doesn't seem like that is available unless you get the DLC. Oops.
Please! Please!
Yeah, like here's a good example. Remember everything I just said, like all the outrage about Nier Automata? The idea that Darksiders would put their abyssal armor like inside their DLC rather than having it part of the base game like the others, that's fine. You know, I don't care. Like legitimately, that's like if somebody considered the abyssal armor important enough that they cared to get it, they're probably the kind of player that's going to get the DLC anyway. I mean, I would think so. And I'm tempted by the DLC based on the other content that it has. The fact that there's also like a cool set of armor involved is just more incentive. I don't yet know what to do about that guy. But I better think of something cool, something soon. So, do I jump down? Oh! I didn't realize this was a path. I actually didn't intend to do that, but it worked out. Okay. Oh, I thought he was dead. Yeah, you're gonna think that's a lot. Oops. Oh, his wings just flip right out. Yeah, I guess M. Terracina is playing on apocalyptic difficulty, which is it's a damn sight better than I can do. You see how how I'm doing on just challenging. Oh, hello. Oh, okay. That's okay. We still unlocked a new shortcut. Oh, I got an attribute. Boy. Neither one of us picked up on the fact that there was an attribute point unused. Yeah, so, and Teresina, just because this is your first episode here, so far I've been spreading my points out among the different things. It seems to be sort of working out. If I was to drop one thing, it would be, I would drop all the points out of... Oh gosh, what's the name of it? The arcane one, and just go into damage and health, but I really like the counterattacking, so... Oh man, Shield Guy is still here? Shield Guy, I thought that we came to an agreement that you were gonna be dead. I honestly thought Shield Guy was not gonna respawn. I thought he was a one-off. So those reinforcements, they're sort of like, they're hanging out, and the horn goes off and the first two guys come out, and then like 40 seconds later, if not, then the third and the fourth and the fifth horn are coming out. At what point in the reinforcements barracks do they just say, you know something, Shield Guy is on his own? I don't know what happened to the last 19 guys that went out there, but I doubt it worked out. Figure out how to counter this guy. Oh, he is all about a shield, though.
Out of my way!
Oh, boy, they only need one opening. Oh, with the horn. I would settle for just smashing the horn out of his hands. Nope. Okay. I pressed up so many times, I honestly thought I had miscounted my number of heals and had run out. Brave is saying that there's fun in Arcane being high if you get enhancements and level it to had the Havoc bar move up quicker. I don't think I have that enhancement. Either that or I didn't build it up in that way. I should have. I do have the enhancement that makes Havoc form last longer. Oh, God, that was right square in the back of the skull. Oh, thank God. I actually really like that guy, but I'm not sure I want to do that fight every single time I die to some random, like, spear-chucking guy over here. Bravest thing, level up your Havoc stuff. Is there a way to do that separately from what I have? That's all that. Level up the Havoc stuff. Oh, wait, no, that's a Havoc shard. There must be an Havoc. Why am I failing to find this? Hold on a second. Weapons. Oh, maybe I have to go in here to the enhancements. Also, I never equipped any enhancement onto this, but that's fine. So, none of these... Nope. No, although I should probably be breaking open more objects with that weapon. Yeah, so this is the one that I've leveled up, which is 167 Havoc form duration. Now I'm suddenly concerned that there's like an upgrade tree that I haven't been paying attention to. On Arcane Run. Okay, maybe that is what M. Terracina is doing. See, okay, so here's the problem. We are kind of out of time because in just under an hour we're going to be doing some, hopefully some Killing Floor 2 with More Than a Mia. So although this doesn't strike as the most natural stopping point, I'm going to have to call it here. Let me just, yeah, the souls that I dropped will have to wait. I want to thank Brafe. I want to welcome M. Terracina. Thank you very much for stopping by. It's always fun to talk some Darksiders with another fan of the game. Again, I hope that you will stop back and let us know what you think of Darksiders Genesis, and that will hopefully be, let's see, what's tomorrow? Wednesday? So if we have a chance to stream tomorrow, it would be before twitch.tv/morethanamia, and she usually starts at 6:30 Eastern time. So if I'm able to start, that might be around 4 or 4:30 in the afternoon. It's not clear because the schedule has been particularly unsettled lately. But on our way out, I hope that you guys will check out twitch.tv/Tashir Games. That's TASHERRE Games. I know that he's feeling under the the weather, but as early as tomorrow, he should be starting up his full-length playthrough of Doom, the 2016 version. More Than Amia will be back tomorrow herself with Wacky Wednesday. If I were to guess, she will be starting up her very first stream of I Am Bread that had been scheduled for last week, but it got delayed due to her own scheduling problems. Twitch.tv/Papalatko started playing... Oh gosh, why am I blanking on it? She just started playing... Black Mesa, which is the apparently very, very impressive remake of the original Half-Life. And I have to say, watching it, it is very impressive. I'm kind of amazed at how... What a new sheen and what a new set of sort of a gameplay balance pass has been able to bring to that game. I didn't think I would ever play a Half-Life game again, but that one has me rethinking that idea. Twitch.tv/Patikin continues his full-length playthrough of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. He is burning through the second DLC pack as quickly as he can, though his long-term goal is a 100% playthrough. And last but not least for this particular shout-out stream, please check out the Sunny Panda. We are members of the Sunny Pandas community, so is everyone else that I just mentioned. Hello to Ricardinho. Unfortunately, you are joining us right at the tail end, but hopefully we will see you again for the next episode. The Sunny Panda has been playing a lot of, not Division 2, Monster Hunter World, and we'll be doing some more Planet Zoo, I think, a little bit later in the week as well. So we'll be looking forward to that. There's many other streamers we like, including Mr. Binky, JV McMaster, Mr. Bones, and so many more. But if you are interested in their schedules, just scroll down just a little bit here on the Twitch page you might be watching, and we've got links directly to their channels, along with some information on the games that they have been playing most frequently. We're going to call it here. Thank you so much for joining us for episode 8 of Darksiders 3, and we will see you again in the days to come. Until next time, thank you so much, and I hope you have a great night.